I wanna dedicate this to all them boys coming down Candy.
I put this down to half, no, I'm looking good. I'm banging the diamonds up against that wood. I put this down to half, no, I'm looking good. I'm banging the diamonds up against that wood.
I flip through the air, you know I'm looking tight. These jealous haters looking at me in my car so shy. Wanna take my life and wanna jack, but I see all through that. Never let these misfigures take what's mine, hater never do that. Who say he going through a thing when y'all ain't never lied? I got a baby, but his mama act like he ain't mine. Wicked women using children to live on. Wanna hurt and try to hate, cause she know the thrill is gone. Say man, I stopped smoking with haters back in 94. But fools be thinking that a sweet gon' get them through my door. And haters like to talk about you in a safe place. I know cause he can't look me eye to eye when he in my face. Now listen to my pitch and see if you feel what I mean. Player, I ride dirty every day, but still I shine so clean. Glitter and gleam ain't all what it look like. So I keep clanging out here swinging, trying to live my life.
I put this down to half, no, I'm looking good. I'm banging the diamonds up against that wood. I put this down to half, no, I'm looking good. I'm banging the diamonds up against that wood. I put this down to half, no, I'm looking good. I'm banging the diamonds up against that wood. I put this down to half, no, I'm looking good. I'm banging the diamonds up against that wood. I put this down to half.
And see these people in days go and come. So for me just to wake, I know I'm blessed. I grab my sense and split my sister with my thumb. Some of my sweets be tight, now some of my sweets be throwed off. But all my sweets gon' burn, so all always get blowed off. I showed off today and didn't fall prey to none of that pistol play. But who is to say tomorrow they won't be blasting this away? Puffin' flips of hate, still upset about the drama here. At this time of year, I'm wiping away my dead homie's mama tear. But naturally, you know them laws is always after me. So I have to be up in that manor on that 503. I'm living dastardly, must be all about survival, G. These haters passing me, streets just keep on getting live with me. They say there has to be another way, but I ain't feeling that. Wanna steal a lack, in my wig they wanna peel it back. But still the fact remains, it's all about the cane, swinging bang. Peace to ESG and all the victims of the game, man.
No, I'm looking good. I'm banging the diamonds up against that wood. I put this down to half, no, I'm looking good. I'm banging the diamonds up against that wood. I put this down to half, no, I'm looking good. I'm banging the diamonds up against that wood. I put this down to half, no, I'm looking good. I'm banging the diamonds up against that wood.
I'm flipping through GA, I'm trying to see some good, but everything is still the same in my neighborhood. People cry when you up and smile when you down, and when you change for the better, shy fools stop coming around. I see the jealousy and hating and the wicked ways. We all our children praising paper, smoking our life away. Got to the point where I said not to cipher day from night. She say she love me, but all we do not is fuss and fight. My conscience mess with me so much that I can't eat or sleep. The other side of selling dope and out there running the streets. And even though I'm gaining street fame, coming from this rap game, lust for thinking and compulsive drinking is a normal thing. Some get raped and misplaced trying to win the race. Some try to hold on to their place by smoking wet lace. But see, drugs and plastic thugs ain't gon' change the hood. I'm smoking skunk and popping the trunks to make me feel good.
I put this down to half, no, I'm looking good. I'm banging
I'm smoking skunk and popping the trunks to make me feel good.
I put this down to half, no, I'm looking good. I'm banging the diamonds up against that wood. I put this down to half, no, I'm looking good. I'm banging the diamonds up against that wood. I put this down to half, no, I'm looking good. I'm banging the
diamonds up against that wood. So
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hit Zone with your hosts, J Hits and C Rob. Sit back, Grab yourself a drink and let's talk sports.
Hello, everyone in Hit Zone Nation. It's your boy, Hits.
And I'm C-Rob.
Together with the Hit Zone. We just two homeboys talking sports. See, Rob, before we get started, what's in your cup, man? You got to get your drink tonight.
Hey, man, we're getting ready for this little old official drink of the Hit Zone, man. You know we on that tonight, bro.
We own it. Hey, another thing, we got to take care of. Hey, we got to get our business out this way real quick.
What we do?
Shout out to them truck drivers, man. Delivering them goods. It's winter time. The roads are getting treacherous. But hey, we appreciate everything you do.
No doubt, man. Shout out to the Hit Zone's favorite truck driver right there on the right side of your screen, man.
With that being said, C-Rob, usually I come on at this time and I say, C-Rob, give us a rundown of the show. Let the people understand what's going to happen tonight. Well, tonight, when the Cowboys win the first road playoff game in 30 years, what should you think we should talk about tonight, bro?
We are all Cowboys, bro. We are Cowboys NFL playoffs. That's it. That's all we're talking about tonight.
That's it.
Get ready.
You want to get started? Or what you want to do, C-Rob? You ready to get this crunk?
Man, say I want to do something to get it going this time, dog.
Let's go, Rob. Let's go, Rob.
Holla, we them boys. Holla, we them boys. Holla, we making noise. Holla, we them boys.
Let's go.
Hey, we got a request. Cool wants to play the song, man. Hey, he wants to play it.
Just did it.
Hey, ain't nobody calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, are you still involved? Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still involved? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still involved. Woo, hey, I'm still them boys. Oh, I'm still them boys. I'm still them boys. Yeah. I'm still them boys. Yeah. I'm still them boys. Call and check on me. Hey, I'm still them boys.
Call and check on him, man.
Call and check on me. See, Rob, the Cowboys went into Tampa Bay and took down the GOAT. In my Michael Irvin voice, took down the GOAT.
Oh, man.
How you feeling, bro? What's your feeling?
Send him into retirement, dog.
Hey, how you feel?
Say, man, it's a dang good feeling, man. It's a dang good feeling, bro. Hey, when you go on the road, I don't care. Everybody, the haters gonna say, oh, that was a team that y'all ain't had no business losing to them. No way. Haters gonna say a lot. They're gonna make a lot of excuses. You go on the road and you win a playoff game. That's meaningful. That means something. Let's go streaking. Let's win it again. Let's win the next one.
No doubt.
And the one after that.
When I got ready, to watch the game. It was a Monday night game. I was crunk all day. I got up early. I'm watching all the sports talk. I'm watching Stephen A. Smith and Michael Irvin go back and forth. And, I'm looking at the inactive list. Hold on. What the inactive list? It was the inactives, man. And it had what stood out was Nashon Wright was inactive. Now we know Nashon Wright era has been pointing up, bro. I think he had an interception. He was actually the hit zone defensive player of the week a couple weeks back. That's his arrow pointing up. He was inactive. Quentin Bohanna was inactive. And Gallimore was inactive. And I'm thinking these are tackles, man. These are run stoppers. Why are they inactive? Then Quinn threw a loop. He threw a curveball, man. And what he did was he brought in Israel Izzy Makumu to play the slot, bro. Nickel. That's called the big nickel. Because we got Javon Curse and Izzy on the field at the same time. Hey, both of these dudes 6'4 plus. Right. And we knew that Tampa Bay had somewhat big receivers, right? And so it was a matchup that fell in our place. And we've been wanting to see more of Izzy because we like, man, this dude was making plays in the preseason. He when he had opportunity to play, he made plays, but it's like they didn't play him until the playoffs.
Yeah, I think he got a pick against Houston.
Yeah,
like the end of the game.
And this dude balled out, bro. Like everything was contested. This is the first time I seen the Cowboys defense play where every ball was contested. It was not one ball that wasn't when even the play that Tom Brady when he pitched the ball to Godwin.
Yep.
And Wilson came up and laid his butt out. They was physical, man. It was like, man, it seemed like they played with a sense of urgency that I've never seen the Cowboys play in the playoffs. It seemed like when the Cowboys get to the playoffs, they still play with the same regular season urgency.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But it seemed like Dak was running. He wasn't sliding. He was going head first. It was almost like they was playing like it wasn't no tomorrow. And that's what we've been asking for Cowboys, the team to play like. Man, play like you're desperate, bro. And I saw that at the beginning of the game. It just stood out to me.
Yeah, man. Same, man. I think I told you earlier, both teams went like 3 and out for their first 2 possessions. But theirs was different, bro. Them Cowboys that was bringing that wood, bro.
Yeah.
They were bringing that wood. They were like, them dudes was getting up. They were getting up and they were like, like, dang, that shit hurt, dog. And like, I noticed that. I was like, okay, look like the more physical team. Yeah. And I couldn't help but think about last year in our playoff game, we weren't the more physical team.
We wasn't ready.
I was like, okay, all right, like that was, even though we hadn't done anything yet, I was like, we just one play away, and we get going. Mm-hmm. We gonna hurt these dudes. And hey, that's what happened, man. And you was talking about that defense flying around. Bro, it looked like we had about 15, 18 dudes on defense.
Yeah.
Looked like we had 9 rushing the passer and 9 in coverage. Because wasn't nobody open. Like every ball was getting deflected, getting defended. This is the best defense I've seen them play all year, including the Minnesota game.
And they wasn't necessarily getting to Brady. And the reason why they wasn't getting to Brady, it's so obvious, man. This is what I say. A 45-year-old shouldn't be playing football. Brady did not want to get tackled. He didn't want to get touched.
Yeah.
He was getting rid of the ball. He was throwing it into double coverage. He was doing whatever he had to do not to get touched by a Cowboy player.
Yep.
Van Der Esch should have had 2 interceptions himself.
Yep. Yeah. Even Brady told him, "You got to catch those, bro."
Yeah. He threw one directly to Javon Curse on the goal line, and they put up the stats, the jinx stats. Brady has never turned the ball over in the red zone since he's been in Tampa Bay. As soon as they said that, I think the next play, interception.
Yep.
Like, man, it never fails.
Yeah, I was sitting there when they said it, I was like, oh, cool. We finna get them right now.
Yeah. Another thing, man, that stood out to me, and Jerry Jones went on 105 to 3 the fan, and he said that Micah Parsons bought baseball bats for every player and put them in their locker. He also gave Jerry Jones a bat, and it said, "Bring the wood." This is a second-year player, man. And it was like with Michael Parsons, it was like he gave us that that he's all up in the center's face. He in their huddle. He was just playing like reckless abandon, dude. Like this dude motor didn't stop. He was like, nobody on this field could block me, and I'm finna show y'all. It was like it was just great to see, bro. It was a great night, man.
Yeah, Micah he made every play that he could make. But there was one play, I'm gonna be a little critical. If he'd have got that pick on the goal line, like he jumped up and it looked like he hit the ball with both of his hands.
Yeah.
If he'd have picked that mug off and ran back, that would have been the cherry on top of really a perfect game for him.
It's like this. If he would have picked that off, took it in the end zone, we go on a deep playoff run, maybe make it to the Super Bowl. That's a legend. That's how you build your legacy right there.
Yep.
That play would be showed every time they talk about Super Bowls. They would show that play, or playoffs or whatever.
Yeah, that was when I saw that, I was like, you hear who do you hear him getting compared to the most? Lawrence Taylor. And that was the one play I was like, LT would have picked that.
Yeah. SA, man. We got to give him props. We got to give this dude his props. I feel like this guy here played his best game that he's ever played in his whole career.
Facts.
Like Dak was dealing, dude. Like dealing. I think he completed like 11 straight at one point. I think he came out a little like he was little hype, even our receivers kind of were dropping balls. We were just too hype. We had to calm down. I think when Michael Gallup went up and caught that ball, I thought it was going out of bounds. He went up and got that joker. Like, what is Michael Gallup vertical? Like, I would like to know that dude go up and he can jump.
Yeah, he got up, and that's what got things rolling.
That got us rolling. They got the ball rolling. And Dak even said himself, he felt like if we get our first down, it was just going to be a snowball effect. He was going to do it. And man, he had the best quarterback rating of all quarterbacks this weekend, man. He had the highest at 88.6. The dude threw for 305 yards. He had 4 passing touchdowns and 1 rushing touchdown, which is a Cowboy record in the playoffs, dude. That right there. If he continued to do that, or if he do that against the 49ers, we're going to win.
No doubt. I just put this up here. This was the last game versus Washington next to the game versus Tampa. And that game against Washington, bro, like everybody like, yo, if this what we getting, we ain't got a chance. And what you just said, the exact opposite against Tampa. If you give us that every week, bro, we got a chance in every game. And we'll probably win every game.
And I know hindsight is always 20/20, but let's just address this Washington game just a little bit. I think the Cowboys were in that game vanilla. I think they knew that our place in the playoffs is already set. We let's move on to Tampa. What we're gonna do to beat Tampa Bay? That's what they was on. And where I give Mike McCarthy credit is, even though they had a vanilla game plan, and there was no way they was going to win that game, he let them play that whole game. And they stunk it up that whole game. And if you're into numbers, I know there's a lot of our fans, they're into numbers. They're gamblers, right? And the Cowboys this year, and if we've said it I've said it constantly on this show that, hey, we haven't lost back-to-back games, right? And and usually when we lose a game, we'll win 3 to 4. We'll go win 3 to 4 games back to back. So I believe we on we losing one. If we win 4 this time back to back, bro, you know what that means.
We all know what that means, man, and that's exciting and all, man. But right now, I just want to bask in this victory. You know what I'm saying? It's Victory Wednesday. We want to bask in that and enjoy that. Hey, what's in front of us ain't gonna be easy, but hey, winning the Super Bowl is not easy. It's not for the timid. It's not for the faint of heart. to me, they showed a lot of heart and a lot of toughness in that game. And what they got to do is that they raised their level above Tampa's. Now they got to raise it again. I anticipate, this next game gonna be. We will lighten them boys up Monday night. Then I got a feeling on Sunday night, both teams gonna be lighting each other up.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
It ain't gonna be easy.
I got a feeling this is gonna be like one of those back in the '90s matchup, 49ers Cowboys. That whoever win this game is gonna win a Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
That's how it's gonna.
I'm gonna edit what you just said and say whoever wins this game, if they come out without any injuries, they'll probably win the Super Bowl. Yeah. They're going to the Super Bowl for sure.
Yeah.
But especially if the Cowboys win. Because do the Giants or the Eagles scare you? No.
And this is the thing, bro. I feel like we match up well with the 49ers if we use our personnel. Yep. If we use our tight ends. Man, speaking of tight ends, Dalton Schultz, man. 95 yards, 2 touchdowns. Like if we will give what is it, Malcolm Brown? What's the guy name? Our receiver.
Noah Brown. Noah Brown will not see the field again.
Noah Brown gets all the targets. He'll leave the game with the most targets.
Yep.
No. He also hit. Ferguson had a nice play.
Yep.
You know,
he almost scored on that play.
Exactly. When we get our tight ends involved, I think we're tough to beat, man, because we have some very talented tight ends, bro.
No doubt. No doubt. I want to share this too, man. This is Mike McCarthy. Reality of it is we have zero responsibility to what's happened here in the past. This is about our opportunity.
Yes.
I like, man, that's the type of energy. Like Mike McCarthy had people talking about his job before the games.
Yeah.
And right now, the only way I see this man losing his job is if he puts Brett Maher out there and Brett Maher goes out and misses like 3 or 4 more kicks and we lose by 3 or 4 points. That's the only way I see him ever possibly losing his job.
I think a lot of that talk has to do with we had 10 years of Jason Garrett. And Jason Garrett should have never kept his job that long because he didn't do anything. But if you look at Mike McCarthy came in with the COVID year. So, you kind of watch. That's a wash.
Yep.
But that next year after COVID, he went 12-5, took his team to the playoffs, lost first round. Next year, they go 12-5. They go to the playoffs. They win a road playoff win. Like, that's something that Jason Garrett never got close to doing. So, like, we got to get this guy a little more time. I know everybody wants the Sean Payton pick, and I've been the one, saying I want that guy too. But man, it's something about a team that responds to their coach, and this team responded to Mike McCarthy. He might not be no rah-rah, gonna give this great pregame speech type coach, but for some reason the guys like him. They've been showing some locker room clips, and Trayvon Diggs put the chain around his neck, and he done something kind of a little dance, but it was weird. Jimmy Johnson said, "How about the Cowboys?" And Mike McCarthy did some kind of dance, whatever. But that's why I think people give him a hard time. But man, I think he has the pulse of this team. And I like what I'm seeing from Mike McCarthy and the way he's getting his team together. Now, speaking of the kicker, though, there was a dark spot on this team that we didn't play perfect, bro. What happened to Money Mayar?
Brett Money Mayar, Maher.
What happened here?
Say, man, there's a lot of thoughts on there. Like, hey, did he choke? Does he have the yips?
I could tell you
or was he point shaving?
yes, bro. If you go back and watch his kicks, he wasn't even trying. It was like he was just like swinging his leg, just boop, boop, trying to miss it. If you go back to the last kick that he made, it was perfect. Like he drilled it, and you could tell he really tried to make the kick. And when it came out and it said that the over under in this game was 45 and a half, and the points was total 45. Come on, bro. Come on, man.
Oh,
That's more than a coincidence, dog.
yeah. Yeah, it felt weird. I posted on my social like, yo, is the NFL fixed?
Yeah.
Because hey, not only was he missing kicks, and like you said, of like it seemed like those first two, he was set up like outside the hash. We're like, what are he doing? And it looked weird because I don't think I've seen him do it all season. So it looked really weird. I saw him doing that, and I saw Brady throwing the ball into the ground. It was like Brady didn't look like Brady.
Yeah.
And yeah, it looked like he was avoiding hits and stuff, but it's just Brady gave up his family for this. You gave up your family and you over here turning away and throwing the ball into the dirt. Like it was a lot of stuff that looked really weird in that game. But I still say the better team won, the more physical team won. I don't know if this league is like WWE or not, if it's just for entertainment purposes. I don't know. But like I said, there was some weird stuff going on. But hey, I'm going to take the win and not complain about it. And hey, if it is scripted, hopefully it's scripted for us to go to the Super Bowl.
Shout out to, how you pronounce it? Rashawn?
Rashawn?
Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you joining the show, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that. Hey, Cowboy fans, chime in. This ain't just for us. Yeah. This ain't just for us, man. Chime in. Let us know what y'all thought about Monday night playoff game. Let us know if y'all think it's fair to have a Monday night playoff game and then have to go play on a Sunday in the playoffs.
Hell no. I can tell you. Let me go on a little rant on that, bro.
Right. Like, appreciate you, Rashawn.
The playoffs have never had a Monday night game, and okay, you say okay, I get it. Cowboys drive ratings. Matter of fact, that Monday night game, I think it was like 30 million people viewed. It was like a record, bro.
Oh, let me show you that most watched NFL playoff game since 1999. That's what America's team does for you.
So I get that part. I understand why you would put the Cowboys there. Cool. But why would you allow the 49ers to play Saturday?
That part.
You should at least have them playing Sunday night.
Yep.
You had them playing Saturday. That right there that's an advantage right there.
No doubt.
Because you have the 49ers play and the Cowboys don't play for 48 hours. They don't kick off for 48 hours. That's an advantage.
No, that's facts. That's facts, bro. And it don't make sense. It's weird. It's not fair. But hey, it is what it is. No excuses. I'll say this. I won't use it as an excuse next week. But I will say this. The 49ers had 48 hours to prepare for the Cowboys before the Cowboys could start preparing for them. So it is weird. It is messed up, but hey, we gonna roll with it. And hey, if you beat them, hey, you get to say, yeah, that didn't matter. Better team won.
How you seeing that game going?
I don't want to get to that part yet. Okay. I want to say this. I like the Cowboys' chances. You said it earlier. Player for player, like both defenses are really good. Both defenses have a dominant pass rusher. They got Christian McCaffrey. We got Tony Pollard. They got Debo. We got CD. They got a rookie quarterback. We got a veteran. That should be the difference in the game right there. That's the one part. Everything else you would say is about even. But that part should raise the Cowboys up unless you say, oh, but it's a road game, which on short rest. So that makes it even. I anticipate a really close game. Really do.
Yeah, I think talent wise, I believe we might have an advantage of quarterback. Might. I don't know because man, Purdy was dealing the other day.
He looked good.
Where I see us might having a disadvantage is okay, our defensive coordinators, D'Amico Ryans and Dan Quinn, might be that might be a wash. Okay.
They both gonna be head coaches next year.
It's the offensive coordinators. It's the offense where I see can Kellen Moore keep up with what's my
That
Shanahan?
Kyle Shanahan.
Can Kellen Moore have a game plan to keep up with what Kyle Shanahan is gonna give you? You know, because one thing about Cal, he's not going to get out of his character. He's going to run the ball. He's going to set up play action. That's what he's going to do. Kellen Moore sometimes get out of character.
Yeah. And hey, that's why we're not giving. You notice we ain't gave Kellen Moore no credit during this show. We ain't said nothing about Kellen Moore because hey, we 30 minutes in, right? He called a great game, but he's done that other times this season too. Yeah. And then he follows that up with a game where you like, bro, what are you doing? He has one of those "what are you doing" games where he outsmarts himself. He started getting cute. They didn't really get cute the other night. You know, they put extra offensive linemen in the backfield. Like they was doing some stuff to help make running game work. They realized, hey, we can't run the ball up the middle against Tampa, so we gonna hit the edges on them. They did that. They played smart. Will he play it smart Sunday night? Now, I don't know, but I do know that Kyle Shanahan gonna be in his bag.
Yeah,
because he always is.
And hey, let me. I can admit when I'm wrong, you know, and I apologize when I say some stuff that's just not true. Lathan Vander Esch makes a difference on his defense.
No doubt.
He played, I feel like his best game I've seen him play in a long time. Playoff game. And what I noticed about him in this game was he even what's got it too. What's the other linebacker? The veteran
Barr. Yeah, he played well.
Both linebackers played downhill. Like they didn't. I didn't see no plays where they're making tackles 9-10 yards downfield. Like they made plays at the line of scrimmage. They took away Tampa Bay's screen game, which is that's their game, and they stifled their screen game. So yeah, I think having him and having Hankins back in our lineup.
Hankins was huge.
He even got a sack.
Yeah, that was huge.
I think us getting healthy. I think Biotis helped our offensive line.
Yep.
You know, he's able to call out certain things, and that's big as a center to be able to call out blocking assignments, and that's what he did. So yeah, man, I feel like the Cowboys are healthy at the right time. I'm worried that Jason Peters might be out. Let's say maybe a game or two, which that just shows you too. Maybe we wasn't playing Monday night. Maybe if we had an extra day to heal, like the 49ers had, maybe we could have them for this game.
You know? Maybe. It's interesting how those things work out, huh?
No doubt. And say if you're watching, if you want to join the show, that's the link right there. You click on the link, and hey, man, let us know. It's just the playoffs, baby. We crunk.
I'll say this. I do have one critique about our defense and one of our defensive players, and that was Trayvon.
Oh man, he did not want to tackle, didn't
he? That was glaring, bro. That was glaring. How like, yo, bro, you just standing there. You like purposely avoiding it. So I'm gonna assume this. I'm gonna assume he's hurt. I'm gonna assume there's a shoulder or something that's hurting, and the rest of his teammates know it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that because if he's just shying away from tackles, if I saw it and he not hurt, if we saw it and his teammates are in the film room and they watching that, they're gonna be looking at him like, bro, what? Are you in my hurt point shaving? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
We gonna need him to tackle this week. You can't be doing that with Christian McCaffrey. If you got a chance to take him down, you got to take him down.
Or Debo Sanders.
Oh my gosh, I ain't even go there. But yeah, you can't be shying away from contact, man. It's too much on the line right now. Even if you got a hurt shoulder, unless we beating them 31-14 like we did Tampa, then all right, hey, take all the time you need, bro.
The thing I like about Trayvon, like when they tell him to shadow their best receiver, he usually shuts him down. And this game, it was Mike Evans. He shadowed him. He followed him everywhere he went. I think he got loose on him maybe once. Yeah. After that, man, he had a muzzle on him, man. After Michael Evans coming off one of his best games of the season against Carolina the week before. So yeah, he did that, man. That's why I feel like if we can get him to do that to Debo and Ayuk, we can get our other corner Bland to cover Ayuk, and we can just Jaron Curse.
Yep.
On Kittle.
Yep.
And our linebackers play McCaffrey. Man, we if the Cowboys come to play, man, I think we're gonna win. If they come to play, I think we're gonna win. They gotta come to play though.
Yeah. Hey, no reason not to at this point.
Yeah, what you saving it for?
Yep. Like you said, they played desperate Monday night. They played desperate.
They played like a team that's tired of hearing that same narrative that the Cowboys chokes in the playoff. That's what it seemed like to me, especially with Michael Parsons. Those dudes, no one wants that label. Especially, I think dudes like Jaron Curse and Michael Parsons and Dak Prescott for that reason. I don't think those dudes want that label on them. Like, and like if you think about the previous Cowboy teams, like Dez Bryant's, Tony Romo's, Jason Witten, that label follows them. No doubt about it. It follows them.
Couldn't get it done.
Talented. DeMarcus Ware. Yep. All that talent, man. All over the field. Couldn't get it done.
Yeah. Yeah. And hey, like we see what happens to guys that win Super Bowls in Dallas.
Oh.
They're legends.
Legends.
You know? Mike
that would never die.
Troy, Emmett. Yeah, they freaking legends. And that's what these guys can be. That's what these guys can be, man. They just gotta win the next game. Win the next game. And
Dak Prescott, listen to me, Dak. Listen to me. I'm probably your biggest apologist. I'm always taking up for Dak Prescott.
Yep.
Bro, if you come out and beat and win this game, if you come out and beat the 49ers, man, they can never say anything else bad about you. And you lead us to the Super Bowl, they can't say nothing about you, bro. Once you get that ring, they all that other stuff they ever said, man, they gotta eat that. They gotta eat that. No matter once you get that ring, no matter what you do from that point on, you could suck. You could be Jameis Winston from that point. But when you got that hardware, they can't say nothing.
Yeah, they definitely can't take it from you. And actually, they'll start giving you props. All of a sudden, you like, ain't nobody gonna say, man, he ain't top 10. Everybody like,
he top 5.
Yep. That's what happens. We've seen it before. We saw it with Dirk. Dirk, soft, Euro, can't get it done. He got that championship. Oh, Dirk. Oh, yeah, all-time great. You can play in any era.
Yeah.
That's what a championship can do for you. And I went ahead and put the highlights of the game up here, man, just so we keep talking about it. But this that interception, bro. This is when I was like, yo, is this game fixed?
Now, if you go back and watch Brady on that interception, Brady was seeing ghosts. He saw them blue jerseys coming. He just threw it.
Yeah, but it's like That was un-Brady like. But yeah, how about this? The tight end.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna score it on that.
He almost got in on that. That when I was like, yo, we right here. We finna blow these fools. That's what I said
Man,
right there.
that
With
play
that
fake was so
score.
good. Like
Yeah.
everyone in the stadium thought Zeke had the ball, including me.
Yep. But I was like, no, they got to do play action here. They got to. And you saw all Tampa's defense thought that too.
But see, when Dak had that,
right.
when Dak did it perfect, he had that empty hand. He gave it the empty hand, so it's like the ball is gone. Man, it's perfect. They're gonna freeze the defensive lineman right there when you see that empty hand.
And yeah, I think this was part of them 11 straight. Dak just started throwing dimes, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it really impressive what he was putting down.
They say Dalton Schultz didn't want to talk to the media after the game. What you think he's on?
I don't know what he on, bro. Like, bro, I guess he don't want the pats on the back. That must be what it is.
You know, I did notice something. This is what I did notice. This is what I took. They don't seem satisfied. Like it wasn't like, you know, Minnesota when they won a playoff series. like these dudes just like, yeah, okay, it was a good game. We took care of Tom Brady. We got a little monkey off our back, but that's on to the next one. And I like that mentality that they showed. Like,
yeah, man. I'm with you, and I wish we had that Kobe Bryant quote that, hey, job's not finished.
Yeah.
Why are you gonna be excited? Why you be excited about one win? We got 3 more.
That was a great throw because it was like it could have been picked, but he would have had to make a great play on the ball to pick that.
Yeah. This is again, we're looking at the highlights of the game, and they are laying that wood on these boys.
Yeah.
And that touchdown they got was like, hey, it is what it is. Yeah. No, not a big deal. Not a big deal at that point in the game. Was you worried?
Just because it's Tom Brady, I did like, oh Lord, don't. And we was missing those extra points.
Yeah. But then when we went right back downfield.
Yeah, we answered.
Yeah. When CD got there, like, all right, we good. This game's over.
Yeah. Cowboys on another level. That's what I said right there.
Yeah, they kept showing the owner's box and Michael Irvin up in there kissing babies and stuff. Like, it was amazing.
Yeah. How did CD get that open?
Hey, well, you saw Schultz look like he
threw his hands up like touchdown.
Yeah, well, he threw his hands up like touchdown because he did kind of block somebody. Yeah. But he played it off like. But yeah, at this point, that was a garbage touchdown. Brady knew it. Everybody knew it.
Yeah. We was up on them at 8. What was it? 18-0 at one point.
Yeah, something like that.
Should have been more than that because if he wasn't missing the extra points, but yeah.
But how about all them Cowboys fans that was in that stadium? It seemed like it was about 640 in there.
I noticed it. Cowboy Nation is huge, and I was we was talking about this earlier, man. Like, you know, the Cowboy Nation is made up of our kids now, and our kids haven't sniffed a championship. But it's because we went through those 90s in high school and we saw how the city is when the Super Bowl is being won. You know, I told my son, I was like, say, man, they shut down school, bro. Like we had a day out of school for the parade. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I want him to experience that so bad, the Cowboys winning a championship, just to see how the city, it just changes, man. And that was back then. Just imagine now when we got the Omni and all this technology, they might have a drone show, you know, for the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a different. It's been 30 years ago, you know. So
yeah, no doubt. Hey, for those of you that have never experienced a playoff run for the Cowboys, a deep playoff run, the city is electric. Yeah. City is electric. You see dudes at every corner selling Cowboys T-shirts and flags. Like it's crazy.
The radio come up with different songs. We the bowl to the bowl, y'all. Yeah. Like Like these songs are played back to back on the radio. And,
Yep.
yeah,
Shout out to Russ Parr, man. I hope he's doing all right.
I started to get that video and play it just to go back down, to take a trip down memory lane, man.
Hey, yeah, I've thought about getting a few of those things. Like, no, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it. Like, let's just
now if we win we beat the 49ers. Hey, I'm gonna be different. We beat the 49ers. I'm gonna come on this show real different, bro.
Oh yeah, the energy changes in it. But also, let me, we 45 minutes in. Let's talk about the 49ers real quick, bro.
Let's do it.
Now, I don't know how well you can see this screen, but this is showing this 49ers regular season results.
Mm-hmm.
So they started off losing to the Bears at the beginning of the season. They started slow. Slow. They didn't know their quarterback situation. They lost to the Bears. They beat Seattle 27-7. Then they lost to Denver 11-10.
Mm.
And they beat the Rams 24-9. They beat Carolina, who ended up firing their coach 37-15.
Mm-hmm.
And they lost to Atlanta 28-14. Then they lost to Kansas City 44-23. Then they beat the Rams. The Rams suck this year.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Chargers 22-16.
Mm-hmm.
Beat Arizona 38-10. Beat New Orleans 13-0. They beat Miami 33-17 when Miami started fading.
Mm-hmm.
Then they beat Tampa 35-7, the same Tampa that we handled.
Mm-hmm.
They beat Seattle 21-13.
Mm-hmm.
Then they beat Washington 37-20 at home. They beat Las Vegas 37-34. Las Vegas scored 4 points on the great San Francisco defense. And then they closed the season beating Arizona 38-13. Let me ask you, Jay Hitz, who's the best team the 49ers? Give me the 3 best teams the 49ers played this year.
I would say Kansas City, Miami, and Seattle.
Seattle or Tampa? I don't know. What I do know is the Cowboys had a much tougher schedule. Much tougher.
If you line up the opponents that the Cowboys beat, as far as playoff teams, you remember last year the narrative was we would destroy the good team. I mean the bad teams.
Yep.
And then we would struggle against the good teams or the teams that's going to the playoffs. You can make that same argument with the 49ers this year.
Exactly. Now I'll give them credit, bro. I give them credit. They done had 3 quarterbacks play this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Brock Purdy's doing his thing, and I think that's really more on their coach. That he got them to 13-4 using 3 different quarterbacks. That's great coaching, no doubt. But hey, San Francisco's my Super Bowl pick, by the way. I don't shy away from that. They're my Super Bowl pick because of their coach. But I just want you to see that schedule to say, I don't know if anybody, we should necessarily be scared of them. Cowboy fans should not be scared of the 49ers, and 49ers fans shouldn't be so damn confident.
And then if you notice, last year, the 49ers, they played in a tough division. I think Arizona was undefeated for first 12 games.
Yeah.
Seattle wasn't bad. The Rams was a Super Bowl champion. And then now you look at the NFC East is the division this year. You got the Giants still in the playoffs. You got the Eagles still in the playoffs. You got the Cowboys. Washington was on the doorstep of making the playoffs. So these are the teams that the Cowboys had to deal with on a constant basis. So, we're tested. We're tested as far as competition is concerned. And then even out of division, we had to play the Cincinnati Bengals. We had to play the Minnesota Vikings. These are teams that the Detroit Lions, for that matter. No one wanted to play the Detroit Lions when the Cowboys played the Detroit Lions. That's one of the hottest teams in the league. So we're tested as far as competition is concerned. That's why I feel like it might go similar to the way the game went last year. Because you remember the Cowboys, when the 49ers played the Cowboys last year, the 49ers they were just more physical. They were just more of a tougher team because they was playing teams that was physical.
Yep.
And the Cowboys came in. We kind of got together. And even with all that being said, it came down to the last quarter drive.
Yep.
Last minute drive. We could have won the game. We was on the 20-yard line and we ran out of time.
There was chances. There was chances. But again, like I said, last year, I give them credit where it's due. The better team won. The more physical team on that day won.
Mm-hmm.
And they came out with a mentality. You saw them coming out with the boom box,
mm-hmm.
Coming out with the swagger and they brought it. They brought it. And I think, that's got to be in the minds of the Dallas Cowboys this season. Like, yo, we ain't going to let these fools out physically. That needs to be that. Now, I'm a fan saying it, but I'm hoping and I'm thinking these guys like Micah Parsons is like, nah, we going to be the physical team this year.
J-Ron Curse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's the other safety that's lighting fools up?
Booker. Wilson.
Wilson. Yeah. Wilson. I just want to see Wilson light up Christian McCaffrey to where Christian McCaffrey is like, oh shit, oh dang, these fools out here hitting. That's what I want to see.
We know he's glass. He can't get broken easily.
That's all I'm saying.
Fragile.
That's all I'm saying. You hit him hard enough to where he starts shying away from contact. That's all I want to see. I ain't trying to see nobody necessarily get hurt because I don't want none of our guys to get hurt.
And let's keep in mind,
beat the head out of them straight up.
And let's keep in mind, there are cases where the NFL misproject different players, but Brock Purdy was the last player taken in the draft, man. Yep. And it's like it's one of those situations where he's a rookie, and sooner or later, and if you watch the 49er games, he hasn't been called on to win the game. Like, McCaffrey, he been doing his thing. The defense keep the teams at bay. His last week against Seattle, Seattle took the lead. And I think I texted you, I was like, man, we're gonna see what Brock made of, because he might have to win this game. And I was saying it just because Seattle had took the lead. I think twice they had took the lead in that game. And for what we saw, man, he handled up. He did. Now the throws he made, there was wide open throws. He had no pressure on them.
Yep.
But so I just want to see. It'll be very interesting to see if that pumpkin turns that stagecoach turns back to a pumpkin, man. This round here.
Hey, I brought their schedule back up because I want to ask you this: who's the best defense? The best defense the 49ers played this year?
Washington.
Well, see, I'm going to look on here and I'm going to say Denver. I'm going to say Denver because that's the final score of that game. Denver won 11-10.
Yeah, Washington, Denver.
And I think the Cowboys' defense is better than Denver's defense.
Yeah.
When they play physically. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, I like – interested in seeing how the Cowboys and what Dan Quinn does against this kid.
Yeah.
There's going to be more wrinkles. Like you pointed out earlier, when you looked at that inactive list and you're like, yo, you taking out defensive tackles. This is interesting. Well, what is he going to put? He ain't going to take out defensive tackle. Not the way San Francisco runs the ball.
But Carlos Watkins and Golston, them dudes balled at tackle, man. They balled. Like, I don't know if Dan Quinn knew something we didn't know, but because Golston was really an end a lot of times. They moved him inside, and they had Sam Williams inside. They had Sam Williams as a tackle. That dude's strong.
Can I tell you what it reminded me of? What I saw from them Monday night against Brady reminded me of the Giants against the undefeated Patriots. Yeah, where it's like, we putting all pass rushes in here.
Yeah.
And we gonna race to the quarterback. Yeah. That's what it reminded me of.
Only thing the difference is that year, New England really couldn't run the ball.
That and Brady is still he's not really moving around in that pocket.
Yeah.
Now I know Brock Purdy he's young, he got young legs, he can move around. So he's not just gonna sit there. And I'm pretty sure his coach is gonna make sure he moves around.
Yeah.
You gotta roll him. They're gonna do rollouts.
Mm-hmm.
They
Away
have
from
to.
Michael.
Yes, exactly. They have to. And what Dan Quinn has to do is move Michael around, like he did against Tampa. He moved him around.
Mm-hmm.
He was coming on the edge. He was coming up the middle. He's coming on the other edge.
And I got another thing too. Before the game, there was a stat that came out. It was like right before the game, and I don't know if this was the Cowboys organization or someone within the team that put this out, but this was out right before the game. It said that the Cowboys haven't got a holding call against a team's O-line since Week 10 versus Green Bay. Now, this is a team that deploys Michael Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence, and they hasn't had a holding call. Like, they got a holding call quick in that game.
They did.
And then it was like the referee was like, okay, well, we just ain't gonna call nothing then. You know, and it just let them play. We didn't get no holding call. And the thing about us, we won't get no defensive holding calls. They will call offensive holding constantly on us.
Yep.
So, yeah. So I think this is going to be big because I think this here is going to be big because they put the referees on notice too as well. And when you bring it to a referee's attention, they start looking for it.
Yep.
You know, and if you're looking for the holding, you'll call a holding because you can call holding pretty much every damn play.
Yep.
So
hey, these are two folks that have been football officials that are saying this.
There you go. And look, if you look at the Cowboys as far as them winning and the keys to their victories, when they don't have penalties and when they don't turn the ball over, the Cowboys don't lose.
There it is. And hey, I'm gonna give the credit to Mike McCarthy. The penalties got cleaned up this season, no doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt about it. You can't deny it. And part of the reason we lost to San Francisco last year, I think, did we finish that game with 11 penalties or something?
13 was a record.
Crazy, yeah.
It was a record. It was a record.
Number. Yeah,
it was a record.
If we can not have more than 2 or 3 penalties in this game, I like our chances. I really
and
do.
not turn the ball over. Yep.
Yeah. Play a clean game.
Yeah.
We play a clean game. Even if they play a clean game, they don't turn the ball over and they don't have penalties. If both teams play a clean game, I like our chances.
Yeah. Yeah. Cowboys, they good to shoot themselves in the foot. So that's why I say if we can just cut down the penalty. You know what Michael Evans said, man, if we stop penalties, we'll go undefeated.
I mean, it sounded ridiculous, but he kind of right. Pretty much every game where we had like 1 or 2 penalties or less, we won. So maybe that's not such a ridiculous statement. It sounded ridiculous when he said it, but there's something to it. Yeah. And he's such a homer. He's such a homer. You don't know what to think when he says stuff. You just assume like, all right, Mike. All right,
Mike, you tripping?
Yeah.
Also, man, you know, we was talking about the kicker just to let his own listeners know and keep them informed. The Cowboys did sign another kicker to put him on a practice squad. But I feel at this point, bro, you can't change your kicker. You know, especially when we had a kicker. It's not like that he was terrible during the season. You know, I came on this show, I think, saying that Brett Maher had got screwed for making a Pro Bowl.
Yep.
You know, so it's not like it's a problem. But I do date back to when we had him the previous his first stint with the Cowboys, and he just fell off the cliff, bro. Like he was like one of the Cowboys' all-time most accurate kickers at one point. Yep. And then he just fell off the cliff.
Yep.
So I hope that's not where this is trending. But I don't know, man. Would you activate a kicker?
Let me tell you,
2 kickers on the roster.
I would have 2 kickers active Sunday. You have to. Who
you gonna take away though?
We got to figure it out. Hey, smarter people than me have to figure that out. But I'll say this, bro. If you go out there and it's only Maher as your kicker, and he comes out there and he misses that first extra point or that first field goal, and you don't have another kicker active, you're gonna be feeling real dumb. Because that at that point, you know, okay, it's in his head. And I want to ask you this. Let's say it's the fourth quarter. It's 30 seconds left. San Francisco is up 7-6. And we got the ball 4th and 3 on the 15. You notice I said 7-6, meaning not that we made 2 field goals, no, that we scored a touchdown and missed an extra point. So it's 7-6, games on the line, 4th and 3, 30 seconds left. What you gonna do? You going for it or you kicking the field goal?
You got to kick the field goal just because if you don't have confidence in your kicker, why he's on your roster? Why even put him on the roster, bro?
And if that's the case, that's the only way I see Mike losing his job is if he sends him out there and he kicks and that mug go wide right or wide left and we lose. It'll be the most Cowboy thing ever. I can already see Stephen A. I can already see him if that happens.
Yeah.
And I don't. The only thing I hate more than the Cowboys losing is the Cowboy haters celebrating when they lose.
Yeah.
I hate that. I don't like when they say logging off of social media right now. I don't log on, but I ain't logging on either.
Yeah. That's what I hate about the Cowboys hater. When we can lose the Super Bowl and they be like, told you.
Oh yeah.
Told you I wasn't gonna win.
Yeah.
And their team is like Cleveland. Like what? Why are you saying anything?
That's what the haters do. They got nothing else better to do.
Yeah.
Just like that stat that they talked about all day Monday was Tom Brady has the same amount of playoff wins as the Dallas Cowboys. And then after we won, the haters were posting, "Oh, congratulations, you finally passed Tom Brady in playoff wins." Like, bro, we like number 3 all time in playoff wins in the Super Bowl era.
Hey,
like,
I'm gonna tell you another.
No team ain't got more wins than Tom Brady.
Exactly.
Like, what are you talking about?
I'm gonna tell you another stat that kind of was making me feel some type of way, man. When they were saying we haven't won a playoff game on the road for 30 years. Bro, because we was winning Super Bowls and we was winning the NFC Championship.
Yeah, we was playing at home, fool. Like, yeah, 30 years ago, yes, we went to Candlestick Park and won. But what about the game, all the playoff games after that?
Yeah, 94, 95, 96. Yeah, we was winning NFC East championships, man. That was crazy.
Yeah,
they just kept putting that out there.
Yeah, that was a really dumb one. Like, oh, it's the first time in 30 years. Like, I want to ask you this: what was the last road game the Patriots won? The road playoff game. I'm thinking it was like
Probably
20
never.
years ago. Yeah, because they usually
they won their division every year.
Yeah, it might have been maybe like 03 or 04 against the Colts.
Yeah.
But you're gonna say, oh, they ain't won a road playoff game in 20 years. Man, get out of here, man.
That's a Cowboy stat. Yeah,
exactly.
That's a Cowboy
exactly. Stat. I'm just trying to get clicks, man. You trying to get Cowboy fans, like you trying to trigger us.
And then the haters. Congratulations, Cowboys. Y'all gonna win a playoff game in 30 years. Like, no, that was a road. They get it mixed up with the road and the home. No, Dak has won a playoff game.
Yeah.
Dak's first playoff victory. No, that's not. This is second.
Yeah, and that tells me you don't really know football. When you post stuff like that, I don't even act with posts like that. I'd be like, okay, that person don't know football.
Yeah.
And you just move on. Yeah, hey, Cowboy haters are really something.
Speaking of a hater.
What's up, Mark?
Man, that's not the truth, man. It's a misleading truth. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, it's not the truth, bro. Come on. You know, Mark, we've won other playoff games besides in the last 30 years. You know we have.
You tell you how he know? He know? How I know he know?
Let him know, though.
Because I think we went to the parade together. Bro.
No doubt. And I think I guess you know what? They don't count Super Bowl as a road playoff win. How about that?
Oh man, the
Because hey,
haters be out.
one of them Super Bowls, hey Mark, one of them Super Bowls we beat your team.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't at Texas Stadium. So anyway.
Mess your game up like Larry Brown.
Shout out to Larry Brown.
So let me tell you how crunk I've been, C-Rob. I've been watching old Cowboy Super Bowls, bro.
It was you, Mark. I saw y'all downtown on the news, bro. I saw y'all.
Oh man. Yeah, I've been watching the old Super Bowls, man. And guess what one I watched?
It was it Super Bowl 30 or Super Bowl 27?
The first one, 52-17. And I watched that because it's history repeats itself, right? And I'm looking at the teams that's in the playoffs right now. It's like there's historical teams. You know, you got the Giants, you got Philadelphia, you got the Cowboys, you got San Francisco. You know, like that's old school, bro. Like Cowboys used to have to play Philly, San Francisco, Washington, just to get to the Super Bowl. So yeah,
in Green Bay,
yeah. And so like it has that feeling. I remember when I first came on at the beginning of the show, and we was like, I said my prediction is we're going to play the 49ers. We're going to go to the Super Bowl. We're going to play Buffalo, right? And man, if that happens,
Jamie Damas, Jay hits Madamas.
Man, so yeah, it's I'm excited, man. It's a good time to be a Cowboy fan right now.
Yeah, man, there's no reason not to be excited. There's no reason not to. Like I said, your team just won. It wasn't just a barely won type of game. It wasn't how Jacksonville won. You had to come clawing back in the second half. No, your team beat the hell out of the other team they was playing on the road. Like, well, if you ain't excited about that, I mean, why are you even watching? And hey, I'm definitely one of those fans. Like I tell you, I've been telling y'all all season, I'm gonna keep it a buck with this team. I'm gonna always keep it a buck with it. But if you ain't excited about this, man, you just a straight up hater.
Yeah.
And you ain't really y'all was getting on me like, man, you ain't a fan, you too critical. Well, nah, at this point, if your team just won like the Cowboys just won and you being critical, you're a hater.
Yeah. Because at this point, this is the best week of football, right? This is divisional round. It's only 8 teams. Only eight team fan bases can really talk noise right now. Only eight. And yeah, man. And then once you get out of this round, you go to it's called the championship round. You know,
let them know hits for those that don't know.
This is the divisional round. First, now let me start. First, you have the wild card round. The wild card. Hey man, you can sneak into the wild card. Usually that divisional round. The divisional round. That's the teams that's had a legitimate chance of making the Super Bowl. You make that divisional round. That's when the playoffs really start. Then you get to that championship round. That championship round, hey, you crunk. After the championship round, you win there. We got championship T-shirts, man. I mean, NFC, we got NFC championship T-shirts. So, and then it's the Super Bowl, bro.
You wasn't impressed? Hey, Mark, were you more impressed with how the Steelers played this past weekend?
What time do the Steelers play this week?
Yeah. I mean, let us know. We'll watch.
Yeah, what time y'all play, man?
My man said he wasn't impressed. Bro, we beat the hell out of them, dog. You give us them extra points, and we beat them 35-13, dog. Come on, man. On the road.
Let a hater hate.
Come on, bro.
Let a hater hate, man. Let him hate.
My man said he wasn't impressed. I don't know what else they can do. I get if we beat San Francisco like that, that'll impress them. Maybe.
Nah. I'm telling you, though, it's gonna be this is what they're gonna do. We can go all the way to the Super Bowl and we can lose in the last seconds off a field goal a 60-yard field goal from the other team, they're gonna be like, got you. I knew
Yep,
y'all gonna
told
lose.
Told you y'all suck. Like, bro, we was in the Super Bowl. What are you talking about? That you're right.
Let me ask you this though. Would you rather go to the Super Bowl, lose it, or lose in the NFC Championship?
I'll tell you this. Nobody remembers who lost the championship game. Nobody. You barely remember who lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah.
But you absolutely don't remember who lost the championship game. If you're a fan of that team, you'll be like, hey, at least we made it to the championship game. And I think most Cowboy fans will probably be, the Cowboy fans that ain't experienced what we have, the younger ones. They'll be like, hey, we made it to the championship game. I mean, we lost, but hey, we made it. Hell no, man. I don't want to lose to the Eagles or the Giants.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lose to Kansas City or Buffalo, I'll be like, hey, charge it to the game. But I can't lose to a division rival.
And they go to the Super Bowl and they win.
Oh my god, I'm sick.
Yeah,
I'm sick. So now let's go on and go to the Super Bowl and we see what happens. I'll take my chances with Buffalo and Kansas City on one game. We said that at the beginning of the season. We talked about that. Hey, if you make it, it's just one game. Anything can happen.
Hey man, we don't care how old he is, man. Shoot.
Yeah, was he out there? Was he playing?
He playing.
All right. Was he in the playoffs? Well, how many 20-something quarterbacks didn't make the playoffs?
See.
Nah, hey, Brady was shying away from contact and he looked old, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And the game looked fixed, Mark. I ain't going front. It looked weird seeing Brady like that. But I bet you he playing next year.
This is my thing, though. This is my thing. I think teams, you have to be a special type of team to want Brady. Like, because I think even with Tampa Bay, I think the Tampa Bay players soured against Brady because when they won that championship, it was all about Brady. And if you go back and watch that run, man, their defense is the one that won that championship. It wasn't Brady. And I think players feel some type of way. And also, this is the difference between this generation of players and our generation of players. I feel like they respect him too much. Our generation would be like, hey, bro, let's get this old 45-year-old dude out of here because he's making us look bad because he can still play at this age. What they're saying about us, what they're saying about our generation football players, that we still got this 45-year-old dude still being able to play at a high level against us. Nah, man. You remember when Brett Favre tried to play and later in his life? Man, they was like killing Brett Favre.
Well, that was the Bounty Gate game, right?
Yeah.
But boy, the Saints beat the hell out of Brett Favre.
Exactly. Oh, the quarterbacks get killed because they wanted, hey, man, it's like, which team going to put them in retirement? I don't think Cowboys put Brady in retirement because they didn't hit him. He didn't allow them to hit him for one thing. But, Brett Favre, after that one game, we was like, he's not coming back. He's done. He was getting scraped up off the field every play. So, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Brady and everybody saying Brady to Las Vegas, Brady on the Raiders.
Yeah,
makes sense.
John Daniels,
and hey, that's fine. That's fine. And hey, I think the Raiders will be good with him if they just need an offensive line to protect him. So yeah, they're 45, but he'll be playing at 46.
Yeah, the Raiders' offensive line is nowhere near as good as Tampa's.
Right, man. This man gave up his family for this.
That's his bad.
That's just letting you know, dog. He takes this seriously, bro.
Nah, he gave up Giselle for this. A billionaire. A billionaire. You're not gonna. Hey, it's all downhill from there, bro. You're not gonna. A billionaire model. I don't think you can. I don't think you can go up from there.
Hey, man. If anybody can, the GOAT can. Hey, man. You want to look at these other scores, bro?
The choke. Oh, in the GOAT. Yeah, go ahead.
He ain't choke. He didn't choke Monday night, bro. He got his ass whooped. That's what happened.
Okay.
If you say he choked, they kind of take it away from the Cowboys. Like, nah, we beat the hell out of them, though.
Which
he lost. First one we got here: Cincinnati beat Baltimore 24-17. Again, a lot closer than I expected it to be. But hey, Bengals did their thing, man. Bengals are hey, don't nobody want to see the Bengals right now.
Man, does Lamar Jackson return to Baltimore?
I don't think. Well, they can franchise him, right? But if I'm him, if he really like he represents himself, right? If I'm him, I'm like, y'all can offer to franchise me. I just won't play this year.
He didn't even show up to be on the sideline to support his team. That's why I said, like,
Yeah. Hey,
dude,
I
checked
saw
out.
I saw a meme that said, "Hey Lamar, we losing," and it said, "No, y'all lose."
And the crazy thing, if they had Lamar, they would have won that game.
Yeah, yeah, but here's the thing. I also think Cincinnati played it differently because Lamar wasn't there.
Yeah, that's true.
Also we got Buffalo 34, Miami 31. Again, another one. This was a way closer than I think pretty much anybody thought.
It was a
Miami
good
had a
game.
chance.
Yeah. I thought Miami was going to get him, man. I was rooting for Miami, too.
Oh, yeah.
But,
Yeah, I was rooting for all the upsets.
yeah.
Up next,
Man.
The Chargers.
Man, bro. Can Justin Herbert get some of that Dak fire?
Bro.
Some of that Dak lip? What if Dak would have blew a 27-0 lead in the playoffs?
Oh.
To a lower seeded team.
We'd still be talking about it. Like the league, like it would be on first fake and all that other stuff, like right now. And it'd be 3 days later.
Dog, this is so crazy. I checked out on this game, bro. I'm like, oh man, Chargers got these fools. I checked out on it, man. Like, and then I saw the final score. I'm like, what happened? You know, at one time, man, what's his name? Trevor Lawrence threw like 5 interceptions, bro. 4 or 5, something like that.
Oh, he was terrible.
Man.
He was terrible that first half, and then the second half, he came alive. But again, this was one of those where I was like, yo, is the league fixed? Because it didn't make sense. Was it 28-0? It was 27-0, right?
27-0 half.
That don't make sense. You don't lose when you're up 27-0.
Yeah.
I don't care what the other team does.
Atlanta was up 20. Atlanta was up 28-12, but 27-0.
I want to say, if you got Tom Brady, okay, cool. But I like Trevor Lawrence. I don't think he's Tom Brady yet. Hey, he go to the Super Bowl. Okay, then maybe he is. This is the one. Giants over Minnesota, 31-24. This is the one that I did think the upset was going to happen.
That was my upset pick too. Yep.
Because Minnesota, like I said, we beat the hell out of Minnesota. What, 40-3 or something? 42-3.
And the games they won, they barely won.
Yep.
Like they had a lot of one-score games.
Yeah, and the Giants are a good physical team. If the Giants don't make mistakes, they can beat a team like Minnesota. Yeah. They can beat a team like Philadelphia.
Yeah, especially if their quarterback is compromised.
Yep. And finally, San Francisco 41, Seattle 23.
This game was closer than that score.
Yeah. Yeah, San Francisco pulled away in the fourth quarter. I was really rooting for that upset. When Seattle was hanging in there, like, man, we got a chance to see something special. Got a chance to play. But hey, man, looking at these scores, like I said, it gives me hope, man. I'm not afraid of any of the remaining teams. I'm not. The one, actually, I really feel like, especially in the NFC, we're about to play the best team remaining.
Yeah.
And so are they. 49ers about to play the best team they'll have to face in the NFC.
What scared me, the team that scared me the most was the Cowboys. I'm scared that the Cowboys will do Cowboy things. But if the Cowboys come out and play their game and play to their potential and the coaches on their game, man, we're hard to beat, bro. Like we This team is a talented roster, man. Our secondary is young and talented, bro. When you put Israel McCollum in there, and we have those safeties, got Diggs, Bland on the other side. Dog, our secondary is no punk. They're no punk. And
Yeah.
then Van Der Esch play like he played. If he played like he played last week, bro, we're gonna be a tough out.
Yeah, he was covering and tackling.
Yeah, if we can get that kind of bar coming up and just say where he hit you, that's where you stay.
That's where you're going down.
You land right there. If we can get that kind of effort, Michael Parsons, Demarcus Ware, Dorrance Armstrong, these dudes getting up the field, man.
Bro, if we get DeMarcus Ware out there, bro, it's on. It's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. We got it, dog.
DeMarcus Lawrence, you know what I mean, man.
Hey, I think DeMarcus Ware can give us a game, dog. I really do. He gives at least one goal.
Let's think we had a chance to have what's the Buffalo rusher?
Oh, yeah, he's out. The homeboy from Minnesota.
What if we had him on this team?
Von Miller.
Yeah, Von Miller on this team.
Say it'd be a problem. I think we'd be the favorite.
Yeah.
But the way Micah's the one thing really I think that San Francisco has to be worried about on our defense. Because finishing the season, it looked like he looked banged up. He looked like he was going through, right? But then Monday, it looked like all them last 4 or 5 games, it looked like he was holding back. And he just unleashed on Monday night.
It's like once he had his daughter, it's like he did. It's like he relaxed a little bit. It's like it was something mentally bothering him.
Yeah.
I know he had lost his dog. He was real close to his dog. His canine dog, a real animal dog. He was close. He was close to him. He lost him, and I didn't even know his girlfriend or whatever was pregnant. So, hey, maybe.
But he looked really fast, bro. He looked faster than what we've been seeing him play over the last month. He looked fast. He looked quick, and he was going up again. He wasn't just going up against scrubs.
Yeah.
So yeah, that has to be in the 49ers' mind. Every play, where's Michael? And again, like I said, looking at their schedule and their record, I think they give up points. San Francisco will give up some points, especially in the passing game.
Yeah. They got a war daddy over there too with Bosa.
No doubt.
We're gonna have our hands full too. It's a good matchup, Doc. If you look at the San Francisco, you can kind of go player for player. Bosa, Micah, Debo, CD, Tony Pollard,
Christian McCaffrey.
We player for player. This is another thing too. I think this guy's gonna come up big in the playoffs, bro. It's T.Y. Hilton. He had a nice little play to keep the chains moving. I think he's gonna be a factor at one point in this run. It's T.Y. We're gonna be throwing T.Y. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it at least once.
Hey, I see it. I can definitely see that happening, man. I can definitely see that happening. A big play to T.Y. I mean, this is that time of year where plays are out there to be made, and big time players make big time plays in big time games.
No doubt about it, bro. Well, say, man, I'm gonna put a bow on it if you don't mind.
I don't mind. Before you do,
all right,
I just want to say this. Shout out to Coach Samp, Duncanville.
Good job.
He was Max Prep's National Coach of the Year.
That's what's up.
And Duncanville Panthers were the state champs. They had their championship parade Friday night. So congrats to Coach Reginald Samples and the rest of the Duncanville Panthers. City of Champions.
That's what's up. It's Cowboys' turn now.
Yeah. Hey, wait, real quick. Duncanville, DeSoto, South Oak Cliff, Cowboys. Y'all up. Let's get it.
Let's get it. It's there for the taking. Like I say, just to put a bow on this, man, it was a great win. It's like we get a chance to right our wrongs. You know, last year, even beginning of the year, we lost to Tom Brady. The Tampa Bay, they kind of pushed us around. We righting that wrong. Last year, San Francisco came into our building, pushed us around. We have a chance to right that wrong. When you get an opportunity to right your wrong, you have to go with it, man. And I feel like the Cowboys, if they stay focused, they stay hungry. I think this is a hungry team. I don't think this is a Hollywood type team. I think this is the type of team that wants to be great. They wants to win a championship. Like I feel like Parsons and J-Ron Curse and Dak and Zeke for that matter. I feel like these dudes gonna put it all on the line to win a championship this year. I feel like they feel like this is their window right here. And if we can go out and we can play like that with that sense of urgency, like we played in that Tampa Bay game,
The ceiling is the roof.
the ceiling is the roof. The ceiling is the roof. If we could just go out there and do that, man, I got us winning, bro. This game, 27-24.
Hey, no doubt. Yes, sir, Lewis. Hey,
Lou, what it do?
We ain't gonna say that just yet. We ain't gonna say it just yet. I don't want to jinx it. I want to. And you're right. Like Jay hits, Lewis. You're right. Stay hungry. Stay hungry. I really like the Cowboys this game. I really do. I really do. And I've been going back and forth. Like, hey, I don't know. I think I picked them to lose last week.
Mm-hmm.
I think I picked them to lose a close one. So guess what I'm gonna do this week?
Pick them to lose.
I'm gonna pick them to lose a close one.
There you go.
Pick them to lose a close one. So I'll say Niners 31 and Cowboys 27. Let's go, Cowboys. Y'all know why I'm saying it. So let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. But hey, man, if you like the show, if you like what you're listening to, man, go hit that like button. One of the things we always say, if you really want to mess with us, hit that share button.
That's what I'm talking about. About. Hey, tell a friend to tell a friend.
That's it.
I'll let you boys say, man. That's these two cats, man. They talk Cowboys and they talk sports every Wednesday night. You need to check them out. That's how you put your homies on. That's how you put your family on. We family, right? Put us on.
Right. That's right. I see. I was like, cool. Like Mike got us a new listener, man. I appreciate that, cool.
Yeah,
man. That's all. This word of mouth does great, bro. Word of mouth goes a long way.
That's love, man. Also, next time we put the link in the comment section. Hey, join the show. Hit us in the comments. This your team, or do you hate this team? Let's get on here. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it like Mark did. He came through. This ain't his team. He came through.
And something got to be said. Our first year launching the show, we win our first on the road playoff game in 30 years.
Hey,
maybe this is the cap. Maybe this is all we needed to do. C-Rod was launch a talk show to get us over the hump.
Dang, so you saying we should have done this like 25 years ago?
Maybe so, bro. Maybe so. But
we
on now. We still breathing. We still can see it. That's all that matters, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
I usually, I let y'all know over there, but with all that being said, man, I'm your boy, Jay Hits.
Hey, and I'm C-Rob. Hey, what Jay Hits? You want to shout out to Latrice Harris real quick before you go?
Shout out to the wifey, man, Latrice Harris. Appreciate you joining the show, boo-boo.
Hey, man, I've been C-Rob, and hey, let's do what we got to do this week in San Fran. Let's do what we got to do, and let's have another playoff special show next Wednesday night. Let's do that.
And I usually close out the show with a little saying, about just a motivational saying at the end of the show. Well, I got another one for you. I'm going to switch it up. This is a playoff edition.
Okay.
Winners concentrate on winning, and losers concentrate on winners.
Oh, that's a word. That's a word, bro. Let's go. Let's go, Cowboys. Let's get it.
Peace.
Thank you for watching today's episode. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell. We'll see you next time on the Hit Zone.